Hey there guys, what's up? What's going on? It is Autobot Mike 18 here, back with another Blu-ray review and unboxing. Guys, in this video I am going to be reviewing and unboxing one of the biggest movies of 2016 thus far. And of course, guys, that is 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's right, guys, 10 Cloverfield Lane is now finally available on Blu-ray. Available for purchase. It came out last Tuesday, I believe. That was June something 10th. I'm not entirely sure at all. I don't know. It was the last Blu-ray Tuesday. Unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry that this review is about a week late. As you guys know, I didn't upload any videos last week because I think it was the 14th of June this came out. But I was away on a film shoot for a whole week. I did get a chance to pick this up, which is why I decided to review it anyway, because I really did love this movie, and I did want to get a Blu-ray review and unboxing up regardless. I know it's a week late already, but still, as I said, since I enjoyed the movie, and since this is a very interesting Blu-ray release, just by looking at the slipcover alone, I definitely wanted to share it with you guys in this review, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So I'll go through the whole Blu-ray review and unboxing, show packaging and everything, talk a little bit about the picture, audio quality, special features. I'll talk a little bit about the movie itself. Of course, I already reviewed the movie. Link is on my channel. You can check it out. I'll leave it somewhere in this video, but right now let's just go through the packaging and everything for 10 Cloverfield Lane. Yeah, this movie came out in March. I saw it, I think, a couple weeks after it came out because I was busy and I didn't get a chance to see it, but I was so glad I got to see it in the theater. I actually saw this movie with my girlfriend. We both went, and we had a blast with this movie. It completely took me by surprise, and this movie came out of nowhere because I think the first trailer for it dropped right when 13 Hours came out in January, which was only 3 months before this movie ended up coming out itself. So I was amazed that they were even making some sort of sequel to 10 Cloverfield Lane. So this I love how they kept this under wraps. They did not reveal that they were doing a sequel to 10 Cloverfield Lane. Nobody knew. It just added that much more to the experience and the excitement. But anyway, let's get into the packaging and everything. First off, right off the bat, as soon as I walked into Best Buy to pick this up, I went to the Blu-ray display and I saw a bunch of these, and I pulled out the first copy and I said, holy shit, where's the rest of the slipcover? The slipcover's missing, man. Who the hell cut these off? Is this a Best Buy exclusive thing? I looked at all the rest of the copies. They all had the same thing. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? So then I went to the Blu-ray movie aisle in the store, and they have a bunch of new releases in that aisle. So I went to that aisle, the same exact thing. So I was blown away. And I did go Tuesday opening day. I didn't get a chance to get a video up the week it came out, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But I did go opening day, and so I looked it up online, and I read that, oh crap, this is how the slipcover is. So they went creative, because this is the actual Blu-ray case, and they designed the slipcover. They designed the slipcover so that you only get 3/4 of a slipcover for the front of the Blu-ray, but they did it so that the like line hole thing, the trench on the Blu-ray case cover matches up with the slipcover one, and then you have the title of the movie, and then John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And it's actually kind of smart because they're down below in the bomb shelter, and this is the top of the Blu-ray. They're right below it, the trench leading down to them. So I think it's actually kind of smart. Freaked me out at first, and as you notice, I don't know if this is how it is on everybody's, but mine doesn't perfectly line up, and I'm assuming it's just, what are you going to do? You can't get it perfect, but you know what they were going for. Either way, I think that was pretty. It's an original and unique release, but it's weirding the hell out of me. I haven't put it on my shelf yet. I've only put it on top of my shelf with a couple other Blu-rays I have sitting up there. And as soon as I do that, I feel it's going to be like the weirdest thing ever to have this sitting on my shelf. But anyway, I don't know. I had to share that. So This is a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. There's John Goodman's character's house from the movie that's on the Blu-ray case. The actual slipcover itself, 10 Cloverfield Lane, all flat, no embossing or anything. John Goodman and Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who were both incredible in this movie. Taking a look at the spine, 10 Cloverfield Lane logo, same thing on the other spine. This is a 2-disc set, and it comes with a Blu-ray and DVD. Taking a look at the back of the slipcover, if that'll go in focus, there we go. We get a lot of pictures from the movie, and this is basically the same as the Blu-ray case, but I'll show you that in a bit. This is my only fear with this is that, I don't know, like, one day I'll have a kid and he'll just, like, do this to it and rip it. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of pictures from the movie. There's John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead towards the end. John Goodman, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and John Gallagher Jr., who's the third guy in the house. Them all having dinner. The help sign. Then we got some quotes. One from Scott Mance of Access Hollywood. Riveting, gripping, and loaded with tension. Smartly chilling, and finally spectacular. From Jeanette Katsolis of the New York Times. And then we have a little synopsis of the movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, now's your chance to pause the movie, pause the video, put it in HD, and watch the whole thing. Read the whole thing to get an idea of what this movie is about specifically and how it could or could not tie into Cloverfield. I'll get into that in a little bit, of course, without spoilers. So now let's take off this freaky slipcover. Let's do that. Now this is what it looks like. See, now this is like the weirdest. It's so odd to just have this like blank and then that, and then that's cool, but I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting choice. Now here's what it looks like on the actual Blu-ray case. Just nothing but darkness, a deep dark abyss, and then that's the actual 10 Cloverfield Lane logo. Monsters come in many forms. So I think that is actually pretty cool how it's not the same exact as the slipcover. So anyone who just buys this without a slipcover, it's not like you're really missing much because you're only getting 3/4 of a slipcover. But it's a nice little detail, little feature to add on. So there you have it. And then the back is pretty much the same. All the pictures are there and everything. All the quotes and everything are there as well. Oh, I forgot to show special features. I am sorry. I'm foolish. But yeah, disc 1, you get Blu-ray feature film and special features. You get commentary by director Dan Trachtenberg and producer J.J. Abrams. You get Cloverfield 2, Bunker Mentality, Duck and Cover, Spin-Off, Kelvin Optical, Fine-Tuned, and End of Story. A little featurettes, and then disc 2 is your DVD. So let's take a look at the inside with all that being said. Let's see, the digital copy was wide open. Good thing I checked first. So let's put that to the side. Let's take a look at the DVD and Blu-ray. Nothing really going on here, just the logo of the movie. There's the DVD. Obviously, there's the Blu-ray. This is a Paramount release, so you just get solid colors on the discs. There you have it. And the digital copy, nothing on the other side, but it goes as follows. There you have it. So that's everything that comes with the purchase of 10 Cloverfield Lane. There you have it right there. Yeah, so moving on, now that I'm done talking about the crazy packaging and everything, I'll talk a little bit about the picture and audio and the release of the movie in general. In terms of special features. Now, I actually, since it's been over a week since this came out, since this was released on Blu-ray, I did actually get a chance in the last week to pop this in on Blu-ray. I think I actually did the night I bought it because I was off that night. I did not have to go on set. I was lucky. But as I said, I did not upload any videos. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I popped in the Blu-ray and I did watch a few scenes. I didn't get to sit down and watch the whole movie. They did look really, really nice on Blu-ray. The picture quality is stunning. I actually remember, I don't know what it was, but when I saw this movie, there was one, like, establishing shot, like, long take that shows like the entire like bomb shelter as John Goodman's character introduces it to Mary Elizabeth Winstead. You know, he shows them like the living room and everything. And the whole shot in the theater looked so out of focus. I was like, what the hell? Did they do this when they shot the movie? No way. So I thought it was the theater, obviously. So I don't know what happened that day that I saw it in the theater. But seeing it on Blu-ray, it was purely sharp, looked gorgeous, and just a comparison to what I saw when I saw it in the movies. But yeah, no, the quality is amazing. It sounds great too, as expected. Now, I didn't look heavily into the special features. I do remember reading the Blu-ray.com review, so I know that the featurettes aren't like crazy long. I don't think there's any one of them that goes over like 10 minutes. They're like short mini featurettes, but you get a couple of them, so you know that should be good enough. And then, of course, you get the commentary. I don't think there's any deleted scenes. It would say it, but I don't remember seeing anything about any. And that's basically the whole release for 10 Cloverfield Lane. And I'm actually, because I loved the movie so much, I'm going to say go out and buy it. It's not like this is like a super collector's edition or anything that comes loaded with behind-the-scenes making of. I mean, it's a great movie. That's just reason enough why I feel you should go out and pick up this movie. If you enjoyed the first Cloverfield, I think you might enjoy this one even more. It's so much more different. And if you don't like found footage, then you're going to love this movie, because that's what the first Cloverfield was. 10 Cloverfield Lane is completely different. It's a completely different movie. Honestly, if it wasn't called 10 Cloverfield Lane, I think it still would have worked on its own. It would have been its own original piece of movie. But because I think it has the title and because of where the movie is set, it's going to be tied into 10 Cloverfield Lane. I don't know what their plans are for a sequel or anything, but I'm definitely excited. The big thing that I loved about this movie so much, of course without spoiling anything, was just how well of a thriller it worked being set in its one location. And that actually, one of my only complaints with the movie is when, towards the end of the movie, when we're taken out of that location that we've been in for the whole movie, because that's when the movie changed like genres for me. Like it became like a different movie. It went from being a thriller to like a sci-fi movie, and that's where I was kind of like, I don't 100% feel it, but I still thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I was constantly on the edge of my seat when I saw this. I jumped like 2 or 3 times, actually. Just 2 crazy, shocking things happened that I totally wasn't expecting. The performances are stellar. John Goodman gives one of the best performances I've seen from him in ever. And he's like a fantastic actor, but he just killed it in this movie. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was also really, really good as well. I think her performance is talked about, but not talked about enough, because I thought she really carried the movie very well in the scenes where John Goodman wasn't present, because in his scenes he killed every one of them and stole the show completely. But there you have it, guys. It's a really fascinating, really exciting, gripping thriller set in one confined space that I think you guys will really come to enjoy. And it almost has nothing to do with Cloverfield, and I think you can enjoy it for that fact. The fact they didn't have to rely on Cloverfield to make this a good movie. And some people may be upset that it's nothing like Cloverfield was. I don't care. It's still a great movie that stands well on its own. That's why one reason a lot of people were complaining about this movie when it first came out. It was too different. It had nothing to do with Cloverfield. Who cares? It's a good, damn good movie. So check it out, guys. Buy it now. It won't be too terribly cheap. It might have gone up since I bought it for $19.99. Sorry that I got this review up late, but if it comes down to $19.99 again, definitely pick it up. It's totally worth it. So thank you guys as always for watching. Leave me your thoughts down below on 10 Cloverfield Lane, the movie, and on the Blu-ray itself, if any of you guys picked it up. And, yeah, just your thoughts in general on the movie, and what you think, I guess, going for the series, moving forward for the series. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.